Couch Potatoes, Klaus here. Today I wanted to bring to you a little let's play on Cross Blitz. I've been playing it for about a month or so. I think it came out a little bit just before Christmas. I think towards the end of November. I could be wrong. I haven't played it for a couple of weeks, but I've jumped back on it and I've been trying to work out a good way to show this game off to you guys. And initially I tried to make a video on how the roguelite mode works, but it took me like an hour of recording and trying to cut it down really didn't work. So I've been thinking the best way to do it is a live stream. That way we can get around YouTube's 15-minute time limit on videos. So yeah, enough of the waffling, I guess, and let's get started. So the Tusk Tales is what they call the roguelite mode. You've got a few different areas, as you can see on this map. You initially only start out in the Southron Seas, and you've got, I think it's just the one character that you unlock, but as you can see I've unlocked a couple. I've got some husks, which are your currency for this mode, that you can spend on each hero, each character. I've upgraded this guy. I've upgraded Bang a little bit. I've been enjoying his playstyle, but I think the best way to kind of show off the game and how it works is maybe if I start from scratch with a new character I haven't played. So I'm learning a new character and you guys can follow along. I think the least, which is the faction that I've played the least? Maybe green, I think. Green or yellow, no, I've played a bit of yellow. Let's go with green. And as you can see, there's, I should explain from the beginning, there's 5 factions in Cross Blitz. That's represented by 5 different colors. Each have their own kind of like identity and almost like playing style, and then each character or each hero between the inner faction plays a bit different as well. For those who have played Magic the Gathering, it's very similar to the color system in that. I might just go with this one, just because he looks cool. Unlock him. Cool. So I've unlocked Parsley. You can see his lore here. Apparently he's got a combo playstyle. The traits is interesting. It just explains how they kind of react when you come across a situation in the roguelite mode where you're given it options. Some of them you'll be able to do based on your character, and then some won't be available to you because you know they go counter against how your character would operate in that scenario. It's a bit of role play, I guess. And then you can see their difficulty up over here. I could immediately spend money on upgrading this guy's stats, but I think I might just dive straight into it. I'll start with the beginning area, so I'm not really giving away too much. I've been able to get kind of alright gradings for the first 3 maps. Let's go to the first one. Okay, so you start at the beginning of this map. Each tile represents an activity, something like an event of sorts. The first 2 tiles that you're given are always a battle. They're usually obviously they're going to be the easiest. Doesn't really matter. I think I can kind of go anyway. I'll just go with this one. So I've never played this guy, so I don't really know too much on his playstyle. Immediately I can see that I've got some cards I can play on my first turn, which is good. I've got one I can play on my second turn and one I can play on my third turn. Ooh. As the, let's go first. Cool. just break down how the game works. Each card has a cost, which is, I believe, the energy, I think it's called, or mana. I think it's mana actually. They represented in the purple in the middle. Their strength is on the left. That's like, well, strength isn't the right word that the game uses, but yeah, that's how much damage they deal. And their life is on the right. Each turn you start the game with one mana, and then you gain another one each turn with it replenishing. Except if you go second in the beginning, then you get 2 to start with, as you can see over here. You start with the 1/1. Okay. I can put 2 1/1s. What's good about this game is you can see their abilities, what the target, like what the description of each ability is to a degree. Where it says played on the card, it gives you an explanation. Triggers after this card is played from your hand, so it makes it a lot easier. You're not having to, flick through some kind of options menu to work out what you're doing. And then also, in addition, if you right click, I can see the card that I get from playing this card. I'd evolve random minion. I can't really see what evolve means because I can't hover over it, but also the combat works by, you've got your 8 squares, 4 columns, 2 rows, going from left to right. So if I put this guy here, that was just it giving me those cards. When it comes for him to attack, because when you first usually put down a card, they get summoning sickness like in other trading cards games. He's going to attack straight ahead. So if there's anything in this column, he's going to attack it. So when I hit Blitz and end my turn, it won't attack this turn, but it'll go to the next player's turn. And when it's his combat turn, this will come out of Summoning Sickness, this pirate, and he will attack mine, since they're in line with each other. It's almost always in line. There's some cards that go against this. This game's great. It's very much like real-life trading card games, except you're not having to spend all your hard-earned cash to keep up with it. Since I get to play second, it's good to cover my spaces. Pass my turn. If you hear any slurping, guys, it's just me drinking my coffee. I apologise for the awful sounds. Just trying to work out what I might do next, because there's two things I could do. I can play this guy because he costs 2. Played in death, add a yellow toe jam to your hand. What's a toe jam? Evolve a minion and give it death, add a puff cap. Okay, so I get the theme is that I get more puff caps. Like everything in this deck center I getting puff caps. And then I can evolve minions. Okay. I think evolve changes them in some way, but I forget how to use that to my advantage. Or I could put another one of these guys down and just, but that means I'm not spending all my mana in one go. Which means I could be wasting my opportunities, because you don't get your mana back if you don't spend it in a turn. You don't get to bank it. I'm gonna put this guy here, he'll be able to block and take out this guy. See? No one was there, so I've been able to deal damage to the enemy. And in turn he's been able to deal damage to me. Whoa! Okay, so that puff cap, or whatever that card was, evolved his. Okay. Hothead. Okay, I love Hothead. It means it's basically they'll attack first go as soon as you put them down. The aim, obviously, is to try and bring their health down to 0. background noise for you. Sorry guys, just trying to make sure everything's running properly in the background. Trying to get some friends on the stream. It's a bit difficult to juggle both things. So I can evolve a minion and give it death at a buff cap to deck. That could be cool. He's probably going to die shortly. I wanted him to stick around though. When he dies, get another one of these toe jams. Tough. Take on less damage from all sources, which is great if they only deal 1 damage, which is 2 guys on the left do. Means it may as well be 0. This minion will be transformed, summon a fungus fleetfoot instead. Next turn. Not that I necessarily need to do that. I've taken out this guy. And as reward I get some coins, which I can spend on moving forward. And usually after a battle you get an opportunity to get some cards. You can take them, you don't have to though. And they're usually wrapped up into 3 different categories. Removal, deal 4 damage to an enemy minion and 2 damage to all other enemy minions. That could be really handy. Another one of those guys. Card advantage, so usually about giving me more cards. These being grey or silver, they're not really to any faction. I get plus 25% HP and 100% gold if I take a bundle as a benefit. It's good to really not go more than 30 cards, I would say, in your deck. That's what the game encourages in the story mode as well. As the more cards you get, less likely you are to pick up something that you really need. What's the nature? That's more of the same, but I get a Petal Mage, which restores health and increases mana overall, which might be more helpful. Okay, the next row in the map sorry, let me start again. The next row in the map is always a tavern. It's always Sal's Tavern, which gives you some allies that you can recruit. You don't have to, but you get usually some kind of husks if you end up winning and some gold. Some will really benefit joining your team. Others, you know, might not be so great initially. And then also down here for events, I've got 3 rerolls I can do. So if I don't like any of these guys, I can roll again 3 times and see what comes up. But that's for the entire run in this roguelite mode. So they're a finite resource for sure. After your hero attacks an enemy, deal 2 damage to an enemy, explode, return this to your hand. Trees after this. Okay, I think this guy works on Glimmer, which is another in-game currency that I haven't had too much to deal with, because not many cards I've played have used it. Combat, Spurge, Game. I might go with it so then I can also learn. It may mean that I may not win this run, but I'm going to learn something from it, so I kind of win in the long run. There is a yellow faction hero that I do like to use, where his whole shtick, it works around trying to get more cards from different factions out into the field, because then he costs less to get going. And also, yeah, his deck revolves around trying to steal cards from your enemy, and yeah, so if you get other cards that you can collect throughout through the run, it just benefits you. Okay, now I can buy a relic. These are items that help you through your runs. So this one is really great. Anything that costs 2 or less means I'll give dual strikes. It means they attack twice in a turn. This one was really good on a run I've done recently. The Sly Gloves means that cards from a different faction to what I've started with cost 2 less. Well, at least the first one does anyway. That could be handy with the running with the different faction in my deck as well. After you add a puff cap to your deck, stack a light show in your hand. What's light show? Randomly give a friendly minion 1/1 or deal 2 damage to an enemy minion. Repeat 0 times. Ooh. I think my whole deck runs around puff caps. Do you like? Yes. It could be handy. Not like a lot of my deck isn't 2 or less costing creatures, so maybe I'll go with that one. I could also probably get that one, but it's best not to spend all your money at once. You can move ahead of the map to see if there's anything you want to get to, because you're locked into which way you go with each tile. You can see the little arrows that point you in the direction the next one will go to. If you hover over a square, it shows you which way you want to go to get there. I might go that way because then I can end up with a relic for no cost. So I've got some cards that cost only 1, that costs 4, cool. Might get rid of 1, and I might get rid of that. See what else I get. Interesting, got nothing to my usual faction. I can bank a glimmer, stores glimmer until end of combat. Splurge triggers if you have X banked glimmer, then removes it. Okay. Gain 1/1. Okay, so if I play that and then the glimmer card, I think you'll get 1/1. Combat starts. I think this might not kick in until I start the combat. Oh, got another one. And then Blitz. Interesting that the ability didn't stack. Okay, good to know. Usually other abilities where it's got the number next to it, they usually stack each time you reach that number. Play deal 2 damage to an enemy, splurge, return this card to your hand. Alright, okay, so if you keep dropping in, you'll just deal 2 damage. Might go with this bad boy. I was able to fend off both their creatures there. 3. Got the hothead. Give me that one. Go to combat. There's that one. So I'm keeping their board relatively small. I don't like the card they've played. These Shiverbone Slimes means they'll summon a Shiver Shade, and when these die, they deal 2 damage to you. So if they get too many of, or if not to you, to one of your creatures, and if they get too many of these going, means you end up losing life or creatures, especially if your creatures are weak like mine. Deal 4 damage to an enemy minion, or to all other enemy minions. Let's see what this does. Cool. After you cast a spell, gain armor equal to its cost. Okay. I've gained armor because I've spent one of these on this creature. Armor means it's kind of like excess life. Until you lose all your armor, you won't actually lose your life points. I could evolve this guy, but I might put 2 of these in couple of rounds. Lost him, and then Shade. This first map is pretty easy to play. Okay, so I've got a light show from the plushies effect. How do I trigger that again? After you add a puff cap to your deck. Okay. the start of your turn, bank 1 glimmer. He'll help generate glimmer over time. He'll be good. Transform. No. You know what? Yeah, because he's gonna give me my... Oh, he's hothead, so he won't give me my puff caps. Oh, Shrubbershaw Egg. Summon a random Shrubbershaw that costs 5 or less when this dies. Lots of these shiver shades. That is the one there, so bit of a giveaway. 2 puff caps, which gives me one of these. I get to repeat twice, so I think the more I do it, the more times this will trigger. Did that do anything? That might have been a misplay. Take some damage. Right, that clears the field. Finish him off. So now I get to pick some more. Evolve all minions twice. Shroom Nectar. Transfer minion. Okay, so evolve means transform a friendly minion into one that costs 1 or more, or an enemy minion into one that costs 1 less. So I can theoretically transform them into a creature with more damage or better abilities. I don't really need more of these guys. That's expensive. Destroy an enemy minion when played. Splurge gains control of it instead. I think I really want to focus on my main hero's ability. Let's go with that. Just gain that card. Okay. So I've got 2 options. You know what, I'm going to stick to the plan. I wanted to get to the relic cache, so I'm going to go to the campfire, which gives you the option to, I can remove a card that I don't like. I can get a new copy of a card that I already have, or I can rest. Since I've already got full health, resting wouldn't just return me to full health, but it'll give me extra health, which would be handy. Take a bounty from Notorious Bounty Brigade. Go straight. If you beat one of these bounties, you end up with a reward. So that gives a card with rush, or gives a card rush. What you're seeing underneath is the rewards of relics. Relics, I think it's relic. They go to the cards themselves. They're like items, but instead of being connected to your hero, it's connected to an individual card. And you can see the requirements on the right. The card has to be a purple grade or higher, and I'm not sure what the symbol underneath is. But rush means they get to move straight away, I think, without any summoning sickness. Guard's usually pretty good. I might go that way. So, and now it's going to show me where that tile is. If I miss it, I miss it. But I'm going to try and focus it. This will be a boss battle, I think. Not a boss battle, but a more difficult battle, given the symbol. Okay. Might get rid of the poison puff. Yep. He's going to generate me some glimmer. He's going to give me more puffs. Still haven't quite worked out how the glimmer system works yet. I'm going first, so I can only put 1 down. Yep, come on. light show. I thought I'd get to decide with this one, but apparently maybe it decides for you as a random autocast. Yeah, okay. So it's damaged him and given him +1/+1. So you don't really get to decide by the looks of it. Okay. I could defend there, but I want to be able to try and bank him. See how that works. Virtually clear the field. Oof. That's good for clearing a few of them, so I won't use that just yet. Start return bank on glimmer, so there's no glimmer there. Splurge triggers if you have X blank glimmer, so I think once combat starts, since I've got one glimmer, he should get a +1/+1, I think. Might be better if he was behind. Him down. Yep, so he gets +1/+1. I don't know what they're doing, but they're smashing their field. Oh, I'm not going to stand for too long if I keep doing that. I'm going to be able to try and put something down, but also clear their field. Could this heal me if I drop that? Yeah, cool. Destroy all enemy traps. Survive another day. I think. Yeah, okay, cool. So if I use the evolve thing on them, make him weaker. Put him down, get some more puff caps. Destroyed that one. I still get to puff that. Well played, Tony. I'm seeing a lot of effects on that end because I think this deck revolves around. They get abilities when things are being discarded. Yeah, Flux usually revolves around discard, so you're seeing cards being discarded and often coming back once they're discarded on multiple plays. Play that, I'll deal some significant damage but won't take it out. But if I play that, get more puff, no light show. Straight and die, but oh, how do you do that? After you discover it, give cards on fights in this game. Ah, okay, it's got lifesteal. Silly me. Spikes when it attacks. Still not gonna die. That was a bit of a misplay this turn. And now he's on the ropes with 7 life. So if I take out that one, put him down, and wake that Reaper. He had Hothead, so he took himself out. draw a card. Ankle Glimmer. Puff Cap. Not what I was after. Make that weaker. That front. Yeah, this is inanimate cards that won't usually attack on their own. If I play a pirate, that will attack. I don't know if you can see me increasing the volume there. It'd be a bit embarrassing if I don't win this round. Then I'm going to start all over again. Okay, tough. This mini would be transform, summon, up. We could run this instead. Yeah. So, I'm going to put him there. I'm going to trade. He was also a pirate. Awesome. That triggered the cannon. Oh, got it. Did not see that. Mutation. What's this card? Remove up to 2 puffs from your deck, gain 1+1 for each puff removed. Okay, so he'll go up by 1 by 1, but also he's going to have the hothead because the relic would be attached. Thorns means when it's defending, it gets more attack, deals damage against the enemy. Actually, the cloned curator is usually pretty good. I might go with that. Now I get my relic. Okay, so relics are the items you carry as a hero. What do they call the ones for the cards? Restore health to hero equal to unspent mana. Draw 2 1-cost minions from your deck, discard them end the turn. After your opponent plays their first minion in a turn, I like that one. They'll take 1 damage on their first creature they play each turn. Which, if they play a lot of weak creatures, can be annoying for them. Peculiar Establishment. This looks like an event. Okay, so when I was talking about heroes' traits, an event like this will lock out some options and open up some options based on their traits. So I can ask to see his wares or tell a joke based on my hero's personality. Sometimes you can get some really good ones, and sometimes you can be only offered some really lame ones. I can browse his shop like normal. If I tell a joke, he'll laugh and give me 100 gold reward, but then I don't get to see his wares. I might just go for the gold. Now I get to face the mid-boss. I find this game really addictive. Whether it's the story or the roguelike like we're doing now, it can be really challenging at times. It really makes you like try and work out how you're going to get to the next time. It's so addictive. I can pretty much play all these straight away, so I'm going for it. He's going first. Best thing is I haven't even tried all the heroes in roguelite, so I don't even know if I really have a favourite yet. I've got some ones I enjoy though, like the yellow faction one I was telling you about, where you can mix up the broke. I think it's Wick, the one that that benefits from having other cards from different factions. There was my dagger at play there. So the yellow hero I picked up might not be best for my hero as a partner, at least not in the way I'm playing it, because I think he really benefits from trying to evolve different minions. Might evolve this one. Add a poison to your opponent's hand. Okay, that would have been better if I played it rather than evolved it, but this poison is really annoying to deal with. It hogs up their hand, and as long as it's in your hand, you just start taking damage for each poison you have. Didn't mean to play that. I was going to put it back down, but it is what it is. Sorry, I stutter a lot. This guy's got thorns and hot hair. I don't remember taking him. It won't take any damage, but it'll deal damage straight away to that cannon. There goes the cannon. Thorns kicking in. How can I best take out the ship? That's under a second. That would help clear so with that. I also need to, you know what, get rid of that, and that hopefully will take out the monsters. Yep, and then that opens up for increasing their damage. Take that stuff. Wonder how much damage you can use before you get the double damage. That's better if I want to add it to one of mine. So I don't want him taking like death caps. Also, I'll get rid of that cannon now. Good. Put that there so it can do damage. Some do fire wisps in adjacent. Fire cannons if you don't control any bad ones. Okay, so if I kill them, that's going to fire the cannon. But if I evolve them, it's not dying, it's not triggering the effect. Big brain. And he can't attack me, so I don't need to damage it now that I see that. Doesn't have a cannon either way. All the creatures at this rate. Could heal myself, but I also could heal him. Almost got rid of that cannon. It took damage because this one has a free run, but also this one has flying. Flying will go over others if they don't have flying. I really need to do a 7. Use evolve for mine with gain 1. So if I brick means if you, every time you play a spell you activate the effect. Can't really defend against the bird. Like best. Combat start. Summon a belly jelly in front of us. Ooh. Might be actually really good. I have given him 2 more cannons, which is great. Oh dear. I might lose this one. Put on that. Don't think I've done enough to win. I think I'm going to lose this. Yeah, I've lost this. Oh dear, how embarrassing. Lost on the first round. That's alright. So I've earned 650 husks as my reward. And this will list how I've earned such money. I think I've still got the bounty next time I go into the next map. I think that's how that works. What I can do is upgrade Parsley. I think that's what his name was. Go into the tavern. Drop some of the husks on him so I can buy new cards, buy relics that I can get a hold of, and just upgrade his health from like his initial health each run. And Puff Launcher. Add a Puff Cap to your deck on combat start. That sounds handy. Your Puff Caps or Golden Puff Caps start off game, shuffle 2 into your deck. You got to upgrade them to level 10 before you can unlock their Blitz Burst, which is a extra card that will go into a deck. You've usually got to do the prescribed prerequisite. But once you do, you'll convert a really good effect. It's kind of like your trump card, and it can be triggered multiple times. So in this one, if I added 9 Puff Caps to my deck, as a result, I'll be able to remove Puff Caps in your deck to summon, so probably 9 to begin with, to summon a Fleetwood until your board is full. Okay, so that's the trade-off. I might add that to the deck. Costs 1 less for each Puff Cap in your deck. That could also be really cool too. I'll stop it there and I'll go for another run. I'll keep playing until I feel like I've had enough for today. Do the second map. Start again. I went left. Was it left last time? I might go right this time. I think where I went wrong is I didn't lean into my character's abilities more. I wasn't utilizing the Puff Caps. Don't need all these hotheads. I could have saved them. I love these samurais. Kindle jeweler. Such a cool looking card. If I kill that, it's going to be another Shiver Shade. I might only take 2 damage if I let it do its thing. Fine. Next turn I think I'll be able to transform it. So I take 2. So if I transform it, one of these bad guys may not have been the best place to put it. Okay. Swordsman, I think with the Swordsman ability, usually lets you, when you attack, it also deals damage in the diagonal spaces around it. So, since he attacked this one here, he was able to damage these ones here. I think that's what happened there. 6. You know what? Can't be a Shiver Shade now. Stack light shows in your hand equal to a minion's power. That's not so much a problem. Run it straight. And this is all crazy because I'm going to be able to deal 7 anyway. I hope these guys can't hear my chair click all the time like I can. It's so annoying. After you cast a spell, gain armor equal to its mana cost. That would be really handy, actually. I'll run with that one. Because I think this deck uses a lot of spells. I'll have a better look at these heroes, see if there's better synergies I can work with. Tough. Before being attacked, devour a minion in your hand, it gains its stats. Devoured, summon a plain copy. Devour friendly minions in adjacent columns, gain their stats. Okay, that's all about using up other cards to make these ones stronger. Flux means when you play a spell. Nope, I was wrong. Flux means discarding. Riff is the one I was thinking about when you play spells, they get stronger. So discard. Gain 1+1 for each card you discard this game. That could be strong. After your hero attacks an enemy, if it survives, this attacks it too. Once per turn after your hero attacks, draw a card, then move this to empty. Maybe I'll roll again. What do I have now? I've got this guy we had earlier. Lifesteal Barrier, Infinite Rift. Infinite Rift means you can keep using this spell, I think. Summon a Dancing Dragon. Has one for each Dancing Dragon in your graveyard. Gives your groupies Relentless, then force them to attack. Summon a groupie in your back row. This might be handy. I think I like the look of this one. I remember versing this hero in the story, and she was a bit of a pain to take on. What's ahead of us? Usually if they've got a skull, they're more difficult, I think, and then you get more money out of it. But there's also these events. Shady Broker, stockpiled with explosives. I think I want to stockpile my health before I take on a boss again, so I might go this way when I get to him and also get some health. So relic. Deck. I have some cards that cost 2. You know what? I still think this is the better card to go with. But also, I can buy another one. Oh, it means I gotta get rid of that one. Can I buy this? I gotta get rid of that. Okay. Go that way. So this battle. Let me know in the comments down below. Can you hear this microphone effectively? Is it loud enough for you guys? Or do I need to speak up and adjust the settings? If you're hearing pausing in between, that just may be me stuttering or something like that. I do have a bit of a speech impediment thing going on. I think I talk a bit like Christopher Walken or something. Not that I can ever impersonate him very well. I've got a card I can play in turn 1, 2, and 3, so that should be good. Start the puff caps, get my light show going. Just a plain card. Summon a groupie in your back row. Spam my cards. Is there a oh, there's no spell I can play this turn. I thought if I... Okay, I must have picked this card up when I picked the other one up. I thought by having it on the negative it wouldn't pick it up. So maybe I'll, when I get to another opportunity, I'll be able to get rid of these cards. Usually at a camp is the easiest way to do that, but also I'll get life. So it might be a bit early to play that one. Run that straight. On the ropes. So this one's got a barrier, so the first damage dealt to it won't do anything. I think I get barrier and guard mixed up. I think if a creature has guard, it means your hero in general doesn't take as much damage, not the card itself. And if I play this, which is a spell, it should trigger its riff. Yep, there's my dancing dragon. Not that it matters. I win anyway. When you get them into the negatives, you usually get a little bit more of a reward. Okay, I'm up to 24 cards. Should be very mindful of what I'm taking now. Add a puff cap to your deck. Remove puff. You know what? I'm just gonna lean into my hero's abilities more. Card shop, so I can buy these cards with the coins I've got. And I also can pay to get rid of cards. Redeem a minion from your deck, it gains a random trinket for the rest of the turn, or rest of the run, so this rest of the map. Choose a minion to create a copy of it in your hand, costs 2 less. Ooh, and it only costs 1. Revolve all minions, so I think I've unlocked access to these cards by upgrading Parsley. Or leveling up, I should say. Give your groupies one of these, force them to attack. Might try and remove a card. Didn't want that one. It's more expensive for each one you remove. Wouldn't mind having this. I can rest. Health goes up. Go into this battle. Looks like they're going first, which I almost prefer. It means you're getting more mana to start with. Oh, I can do it on one of theirs. For the price of one. Okay, I think this hero is this enemy's using Wix cards, using his strategy, which is really annoying to go up against. Go 2 again. I think I want to get more puff caps going. Every time I do that, I'm increasing the effectiveness of these cards. Yeah, there we go. Since I drew a card that slipped into my deck, means they get a freebie. Oh, no, I'll save onto her, because if next turn I use that, I'll get a freebie, I think. Freebie. Minion. I'll drop that. Both heroes going. Add a puff cap to your deck. That dies. That'll give me another toe jam, but also get rid of that. Oh, yep, since I did a riff, get another one. And then that works better in the background. And they're gone. I'm getting more of that murder. Oh, okay, I see what I've done. I mixed it up. Minus takes it out. So I didn't get the card I was after before. Give your minions +1 health. That could actually be handy. Fleeting. Redeem an undead recruit. They look really cool, but not for me. I think I just want the mallet. take a relic. I really like the magma trident. Attack a random enemy minion and deal 2 pyro damage to it when you start when you start in combat. So just randomly hit one with 2 damage. And then if that dies, it scorches the tile. So the next card that goes there will take damage as well. And it's a freebie whatever I take. After you summon your first minion that costs 5 or more, and bury, get buried. Combat start. I can start evolving minions straight off the bat though. That often helps with being more aggressive. I can take on trinkets. Trinkets is what attaches to the cards. Okay, that's what they're called. Why? Deal 3 pyro damage. Plunder of triggers when you kill another creature. Shuffle this into your deck. All copies are upgraded for the rest of the run. Gain 2 armor. Summon 4 groupies. Give them 1+1 fleeting rush. That's a really annoying card to go up against if they keep triggering it. Give your minions +2 power for the rest of the game. Transform the groupies into Devil Claw groupies. Evolve a minion. That sounds good to me. Is there any I need to get rid of? No, I don't think so. View deck. How many do I have? It's not showing me. But if I leave, I can't come back. Seems like a really good card. I'll just buy it. Let's go into that mid-boss. Let's see if I can get past it this time. I'm gonna try and get some more weaker ones. After your first friendly dragon dies each turn, gain armor. Okay. I forgot to mention that enemy heroes can have items too, if that wasn't already evident. I'll evolve it. Hothead, death, deals damage equal to this minion's power, randomly split amongst all enemies. Okay, so when this dies, it's got 1, but say if it had 10 power, which is your damage or your strength, as I've mentioned, it would deal 10 points of damage across all their creatures randomly. One's not scary, but see, yeah, just straight to him. Add a Puff Cat to your deck. This will add 2 though. Toe Jam. And if I play him, I can't play anything else. This is continual at least. Oh, you're right back. Dealing damage to it straight away. I'm going to not attack that because it doesn't get any power until it's damaged for the first turn. So I'm going to move these out of here for now. And of course, try to attack that. Now that's another dragon. Yay. What if I evolve one and then damage the other? That paid off. Oh, I forgot. I think every time I attack them, I take damage as a result. I think it's based on what their power is as well. Don't have any groupies yet. Might give a random friendly minion death, summon a haunted crewmate. Not what I was expecting. Would have been better to leave him alone, I guess. Combat start, remove a buff cap from your deck to deal 2 damage. God loves using that card. These cards are useless. But stop me running it. Gain 2 armor, give your minions 1+1, shuffle armor up into your deck, yes, please. Would have been nicer to... Oh, I beat it away. Worried about that empty square in front of that dragon. Extra life. Sweet. I should focus on... Oh, I don't really need any of these per se. I'm almost up to 30 cards, so shouldn't really buy too many more, but this one likes spells being cast as well. It's what I wanted before, so I'll take these out. I'll just take this. Okay. I'll show you the trinket shop, because I've been meaning to show you how this works. Now that I've come across one, select a card. If it fills the requirements laid out by these, you'll be able to add it for money. Let's see if... Let's go with groupie since it doesn't do anything. Since it's a... I think it's like silver or grey, it matches the minimum requirements set out by these two. I think this must mean monster, and I'm pretty sure this symbol means spell. I can give it inanimate, so it won't be able to attack, I think. But it'll get 1+1. But I could also give it hothead, so it means it'll attack straight away if there's something in front of it. Not my favourite. Neither of them are. They're not great. Maybe I'll roll again on them. Okay, so not sure what that symbol is. I think it's another type of spell. I can give one more power to a creature, which is great. I might do it to this guy because the deck revolves around him. Only cost me 40 gold. What if I use a spell like... Maybe I didn't have as many spells in the deck per se. I make them as I go along. What about that one? When cast, draw a card. You know, I've got extra money. Yeah, I think this one needs to be a spell that deals damage, so you have to deal more damage. I'm gonna trinket. Ah, there's that bounty, I think. Burn cards. I'd actually get extras. Might rest. A little bit beefier going into this. So each time you move, you're locked into where you can go in the future. So you really got to consider where you want to be. Because you only get so many moves before you eventually get to the end and have to fight the boss. So you know you want to be have all the cards? Do you want to have all the health? What serves you best? I really want to get rid of that trap. Not really helping me. Deal 2 damage to an enemy unit in this column. So once, if he kills that, he's going to deal damage to that one. So probably be good if I can get rid of it. Buff cap. Evolve a minion. Is it envelope? Okay, so you'll be getting a blood token. Pardon me there, guys. I might have been able to hear my puppy there. It's pretty much almost time for their play. I put this one down, and then use this. That should give me armor. Yeah. I think that might continually trigger for each spell I play. Generate with puff caps. Should be handy. And this one, summon a groupie. Oh, it's gonna be in the back there. Okay. Usually when they summon another creature, it's specific as to where it goes. I'm going to use this bad boy to keep my puff launcher in play. Take him out. Trigger that. Anyway. I think I've got the deck I like for now. Getting towards the end. There's another relic cache that might help. Could also buy relics. Might head towards that. That could be handy. Just more of the same, I think. I have to go that way. So the private quarters. You discover the private quarters of an infamous pirate captain. Priceless treasure is strewn across the chamber. But then, out of thin air, a group of cursed spirits appear before you. I can converse with them, grant them a gift, which will give me plus 5 HP, but I've got to spend 50 gold, which I've got heaps. Tease the spirits, which will start a battle, but then I get to get a relic if I defeat them. Which I might do. So yeah, this didn't have to end in a battle. This was just an option that I was able to do because of my heroes. I'm going first. It doesn't matter usually if I put them in the front or the back. Usually, I like to put them in the front because I like to try and protect the stronger ones with some fodder. for instance, if I put her there, she's protected from incoming attacks. Oh, she's been given fleeting. Destroy this minion after it attacks. That's not great. What if I evolve her? You know what? Get my dragon, so when she does, if she does go, I've only got 3 mana. Let's get 1+1. I get another dancing dragon on top of that. I can't play anything else. Gotta watch out for that bad boy. Evolve that one. Got 3 left. That's no good. So it's kind of these 3 are my options. Transform it. Oh, that's a bit of an annoying one to go up against. That will give me a groupie. Those will give me my puff caps. Add 2 funky fragrances to opponent's hands. Funky fragrance, give a minion 1+1. So that's its trade-off. Being so strong but cheap buffs me. Give your groupies relentless, so it means when it dies it'll come back with 1 life and it'll force an attack. Maybe I think this would be the way to go. Protect it. Get some more puffs. Each time I use a spell, it's gaining something. What's doing that? Sometimes so many things trip in one turn. I just really don't know what's doing what. Gain 4 armor. So I haven't been able to been healed after that. I'm down 9 life. After you summon a minion of a different class than the last, it gains 1+1. That's a really cool looking card. Turns, well, it's an item I should say. Turn start, add a Bloody Resurrection to your hand if you don't have one. Revive a random death minion that has died this game. really cool cards. Revive by random. Okay, so if a card with death in it would be a death minion. Usually the minion when it dies, that's when the effect triggers. Start of game, add a hexbreaker to the hand. Silence and destroy all enemy minions. Woof. That would suck to be the enemy. Can I buy all of them, or do I just can I only buy one? I might go with that. Oh, I could get all of them if I want. Hopefully I've got enough health to get through this next encounter. I would really like to get to the boss. Really want 1-1 just in case if I go first. When I say 1-1, I should say a 1 cost card. A 1-1 usually in card games means 1 attack, 1 life. Like this one. I think this guy uses the same tactics. Groupie. Since it looks like he's got zones. He as a hero has zones, so every time I attack him directly, the creatures are dying because they're taking damage. I'd like to put that out. But I also want to summon more dancing dragons. Never really cleared most of his field. That's good. Actually, I've got to get another one of this one. Theoretically, ability. Yup, +1. Get my dragon. Oh, you rat. Another one. On that. We're going here. Dragon. The also form. Okay, not what I wanted, but Silence Destroy. I can use that now. Triggers when a minion dies. Can I? I don't know if I had a card that had death specifically. That'll give me more puffs. So with this bad boy. You know what? Let's try it. that one, which I think was his, so maybe it's one from either team side. And I've got another one. Revive a random. Oh yeah, because I think it's each turn. Yeah, turn start. Each turn. Could silence that one. This will activate 3 times. Oh, destroyed it outright. Sweet. He's got 2 life to go. He's on the rocks. So if I add that, as soon as I attack, he's done. I need to do that. I did want to get more life, so I need to go that way, or I can get. But it costs me my extra relic. I'm full, but I'll just swap them out. No, I think stick to the plan. Trinkets could help. Give one of my guys +1 power. Maybe do it to the. I haven't really summoned too many groupies. These guys, I think. I can also give him Hothead, which could help. Because if he dies sooner, I get another yellow toe jam. Gonna do it. Rest, confirm, onto the big boss. Finally made it, guys. Finally here. It's taken a little while, but this guy's gonna go down. Cost too much. Don't necessarily need him yet. I find a lot of the red pirates heroes are pretty fun to play. Very aggressive. I think it was Bang. I think that was the pirate I had before. It's probably going to be similar to this guy. It uses a lot of cannons and bombs and really fun. I think Bang uses the bombs specifically. It means that you keep stuffing bombs into the enemy's deck, and when they draw them, they take damage. If he dies, he's just going to stuff another bomb into my deck. But I haven't got anything to... that might get rid of it. I still technically died. Silly, I wanted to evolve. This will be good because this will force all of my groupies to attack, and if any die, they'll come back. And I'll go again. That's why it's so dangerous, that card. If you've got a board full of groupies, just do so much damage. Just adjusting my headphones there. I've only got a 5. Ah, now I can drop bombs. They're stuck in. There we go, guys. Made it to the end after all. And I got the reward on top of that by the looks of it. I think usually I max out at 2.7k husks when I win. But in terms of rewards, it's pretty high. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I would love it if you could leave a comment on what you thought about today's video, what I did well, what I didn't do so well. I'll love to read them. And if you got any questions, don't forget to ask. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, all that jazz, that would be great. Stay comfortable.